Making money in multifamily comes down to simple math. That's what I'm going to show you here. One of my coaching clients just texted me. He bought 12 units. So he's from LA. He bought 12 units here in Metro Detroit, 12 units. And he told me he's getting about $15,000 in what we call gross rental income every month. And every month his principal, interest, taxes, and insurance is $9,000. Okay, so what's that leave him with? That leaves him with about $6,000 a month in cash flow. Now, obviously, you have to pay for some like repairs and maintenance. You know, he might have to pay utilities, even though he's starting to bill a lot of those back. So let's just say even if you cut that in half, and he gets $3,000 a month in cash flow off of 12 units. What did he pay for this deal? Do you remember? Like $1 million. We can't remember right now. It was something a little over $1 million. If you can remember, let me know. But look at this. So he gets $3,000 a month in cash flow, right? Because everyone always wants to know, well, how much cash flow? How much cash flow until I can quit my job, or how much cash flow? So he's getting $3,000 a month in cash flow. Cool. $36,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, always be aware, a big expense, like a boiler or a roof, that could definitely schwack your cash flow there. But let's say all things considered, he's getting $6,000 a month, he pays repairs and maintenance, utilities, all that, maybe he's left with $3,000. Not bad. But let me show you why this deal is so much more exciting and why I want you to think about, and what we always say is multifamily is a game of big paydays. So the first thing he did, let's assume you can't remember what he paid for this deal. Like if you
1.5.
Okay, so let's say 1.5. First thing they did is they took a massive tax write-off. So they took a $300,000 tax write-off. Why? Because that was about what they put down for it. They did a cost segregation study. They accelerated depreciation, and they were able to pull $300,000 in year one. Now, they have the real estate professional status, which is just 750 hours actively in real estate per year. They can claim this $300,000 off of their earned income. This is really powerful. This is what my wife and I do. My wife is a real estate professional status. It's not a license. It's not a degree. It's not a certification. It's just saying you spend 750 hours actively in real estate. As always, check with your tax professional. You can, right now, because of bonus depreciation being so significant, pretty much whatever you're putting down, you're getting right back in a tax credit from the IRS. So that's really, really powerful. But here's the thing. They bought this almost like half a year ago now. They had $400 in rent growth available. So these units were renting from, what were they renting for? Like $950 to $1,000 a month. So they have $400 to $500 in rent growth available. Here's where it gets crazy. Here's where it gets exciting. Here's why I want you to think $3,000 a month is cool. It's great, but you should not go quit your job to buy $3,000 worth of cash flowing real estate. I want you to keep your job, keep earning income. Take that cash flow, what we always say about cash flow, like reinvest it in the property. We teach them to do exterior into interior. So this spring, our clients saving up that cash flow, we're gonna tell them do landscape. We're gonna tell them do a new sign. We're gonna tell them do, freshen up the exterior of the building, because multifamily, just like when buying a house, it's all about curb appeal, right? So that cash flow is cool, but here's where it gets crazy, and here's where I wanna get you guys to. Let's go to the low end. Okay, let's say they were renting for $1,000 and he's only gonna get $400 in rental increase, right? On every unit. So there are 12 units, right? $400 in new NOI. And if you don't know, if maybe you're new to the channel here, as multifamily real estate investors, we live and die by the NOI. So real quick, NOI is just your income minus your expenses. That's it. Okay, this is just a fancy word for profit. Okay, that's your NOI. Okay, here's what's crazy about multifamily though. A dollar isn't worth just a dollar. A dollar is worth $15, $14, $16 of valuation increase, because this is a business. Buying multifamily is a business. When you buy 1 to 4 units, it's only valued based on comparable sales. So every $1 in new NOI divided by the cap rate equals your value increase. People always ask, Tony, where's the cap rate? How do I find the cap rate? A broker should be able to tell you. If you're buying in their market, they should be able to tell you like, hey, here's the cap rate from this market. The appraiser is the ultimate one to set the cap rate. But we knew this deal appraised for a 7% cap rate. So for every dollar they can increase the NOI in, you just pull out your calculator, dollar divided by 0.07, that's worth $14.28 in valuation. This is where you make the big money. So let's go back to that example and let me know, am I losing you? Is this making sense? Put a comment in the comment section if you have a question, if something's not making sense. Maybe go watch some of my other videos because I really break this down. But this is all you need to know. Every dollar divided by the cap rate equals my valuation increase. You're playing with a multiple effect of money. It's substantial. It's the only business you can do this in. Like in my business, I make $1, it's worth $1. Multifamily, $1 can be worth $14, $15, $16. So we said they had 12 units, and this is all you need to know to be able to learn this game. It's stupidly simple and easy. 12 units. He can get $400 rent growth. So when we underwrote this deal together, when I was showing him this deal, when we were looking at it together via Zoom, because he's in LA, I'm here in Troy, Michigan, we're looking at it, we're like, bro, number of units, we got 12. How much rent growth do we have? We have 400 per unit. So we go 12 multiplied by 400. What is that? $4,800 a month in more cash flow, but new NOI, because that's extra income. Income, remember, back to our NOI statement. Income minus expenses equals NOI. Can you see that over there? Beautiful. Okay. So that's $484,800 a month times 12 months, right? I should be saying multiplies. Multiplies. My grade school teachers would be very upset. Multiplied. That's $57,600 in new NOI. That is powerful. That is, yes, free cash flow. But remember, so is the building worth $57,600 more? No, because remember, new NOI divided by the cap rate. Cap rates do tend to go up over time, right? It all depends on interest rates. I'm not an economist, so you can Google the migration of cap rates over time. So this is his new NOI. Let's just clear it up here. He's got $57,600 in new NOI. Let's say the building in 18 months, he gets it reappraised at a 7.5% cap rate. How much money did he just make? Let's do the math. 57,600 divided by 0.075. He just created $768,000 in new equity. His net worth on a $1.5 million deal just went up $768,000 by doing nothing more than bringing these units to market rent. Something else you might be wondering, but how much money did he have to invest to upgrade those units? What's his rehab cost? We are not flippers. My wife and I are not flippers. So we teach what we do. We look for historically long time owned assets by either families who have passed it through generations or out-of-state owners who have artificially low rents, artificially low NOI. Why is it low? Because they're either not taking care of it. Rents are low for two reasons. It's been owned for so long, there's no debt on the property, they don't have to increase the rent. Or number two, it's not being taken care of, and because they're providing a low standard, they're offering low rents, right? We see that all the time. Hey, I'm not gonna fix your garbage disposal because you're paying $600 in rent. So we come in, we improve that property, we try to use the cash flow, we try to make sure, remember that $3,000 a month? Dude, pump that back into the property, turn units, do what you have to do, fix it up to get to this big payday, to make this amount of money. What other asset can you buy $1.5 million worth of stocks, only put $300,000 down and make it worth $768,000 in a year? Absolutely not. This is the game, and this is what we call the light value add strategy. There's no rehab cost. We're not then pumping in $200,000 per building or 20 grand per unit. We don't do that stuff. This is what we do. Now, after he refis and pulls money out, oh, dude, he can go do whatever he wants. He's playing with house money, but this is what we teach. So, hey, if this was valuable, let me know. Put a comment in the comment section. Again, you can get in this game too. If you want to learn more about this, grab the book for free. You can buy it on Amazon, but grab it for free, link in the description. If you want to learn more about our mentorship program and how we're helping everyday people do this, click the link in the description. If you made it to the end, drop a meaningful comment in the comment section. Let me know, is this valuable? Do you like this type of content or do you hate it? I don't know. Let me know because I make these videos for you. So let me know, put it in the comment section. Every single family in America needs to own one apartment, and I'm here to help you get in the game. Till next time, we'll talk soon. Thanks.